It was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, our wedding day, the day I was finally going to become a wife. But as the day wore on, I could sense that something was wrong. My groom was distant, distracted, and not at all what I expected him to be. And then on the wedding night, he dropped a bombshell on me that would change the course of my life forever. I can't do this. I looked at him with confusion and disbelief. What are you talking about? You can't do what? I can't go through with this marriage, I'm sorry. I was in shock. I couldn't believe what was happening. Why? Why would you do this to me? On our wedding night? I discovered a secret about you. A secret that changes everything. And that's when he told me that I was infertile, that I could never have children of my own. It was like a punch in the gut. The love of my life, the man I'd planned on spending the rest of my life with, had just rejected me because of something I had no control over. For months, I was lost in a deep depression. I couldn't get over the betrayal. I couldn't move on from the fact that he had left me on our wedding night. But then I started to pick up the pieces. I started going out with friends again, focusing on my career and trying to put the past behind me. And that's when I met someone new. Someone who didn't care about my infertility. Someone who loved me for who I was, flaws and all. We fell in love quickly, and before I knew it, we were engaged. I was nervous about telling him the truth about my condition. But when I did, he didn't even hesitate. I don't care about that. I love you. That's all that matters. In that moment, I knew that I had found my happily ever after. The road to get there had been rocky, but it had led me to where I was meant to be. I had struggled with my infertility for so long, but in the end, it didn't matter. I had found someone who loved me no matter what, and that was worth more than anything. And from that day on, I never looked back. I knew that happiness was waiting for me, and I was ready to embrace it with open arms. Months later, I received a message from my ex-husband. He wanted to meet with me. And although I was hesitant at first, I agreed. We met at a coffee shop, and as soon as he walked in, I could see the regret in his eyes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did to you. I was stupid. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. I looked at him with disbelief. After all the pain and heartache he had caused me, he expected me to forgive him just like that? It's too late for apologies now. You had your chance and you blew it. I know, but can't we at least be friends? I miss you. I want to make things right. I thought about it for a moment, and then I realized that I had already moved on. I had found someone who loved me unconditionally, and I didn't need my ex-husband's friendship. I'm sorry, but I can't be friends with someone who hurt me so deeply. I understand. I don't expect you to forgive me right away, but I hope that someday you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Someday. Maybe. But for now, I need to focus on my own happiness. And with that, I walked out of the coffee shop with my head held high. I had finally let go of the pain and heartache my ex-husband had caused me, and I was ready to move on to a brighter future. I may never forget what he did to me, but it won't let it define me. I am strong, resilient, and deserving of love, and I will never let anyone make me feel otherwise. As I drove away, I looked in the rearview mirror and smiled. I had come a long way since my wedding day, and I knew that my future was bright. With my new fiancé by my side and a newfound sense of resilience, I knew that I could overcome anything that life threw my way. And as I looked toward the horizon, I knew that the best was yet to come. As we walked, I couldn't help but think about all the obstacles I had faced in my journey to get here. The doctors who told me I was infertile, the ex-boyfriends who left me because of it, and the constant pressure from society to fulfill my role as a woman by having children. But now, with my fiancé by my side, I no longer felt alone or ashamed. He loved me for who I was, and that included my infertility. Together, we would face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that we had each other's backs. As the sun dipped below the horizon, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. The past was behind me, and the future was wide open. With my fiancé's hand in mine, I was ready to take on the world, and I knew that no matter what happened, I would always have the love and support I needed to face whatever challenges came my way. The end.